the Young and the Restless spoilers. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is Tuesday, a beautiful day outside, but honestly, it is a very dark day in Genoa City. Let's just get right into it because my head is still spinning from what we just watched and I need to talk about it before I lose my mind. And I can't even believe what the writers just pulled off. I am sitting here staring at my screen and I am just in shock. So let's talk about Kane and Lily. Last week, a few episodes ago really, we saw Kane doing the absolute unthinkable. He was literally holding Malcolm's life hostage. He was the only bone marrow match for Malcolm, and he used that to blackmail Lily for control of Chancellor Winters. It was slimy. It was so dark. I hated Kane for the blackmail. I really did. But seeing him die like that, actually maybe I didn't hate him. Maybe I just hated the writing for him lately. Because they really made him a villain out of nowhere. But then today, they are walking in Chancellor Park. Chancellor Park, you guys. The place where everyone goes to have deep conversations or get attacked. And they are talking about a wedding. A reunion wedding. To just erase the memories of the blackmail. Like, what? Who actually believes this is going to end well? You can't just sweep blackmail under the rug with a wedding ring. But Lily was doing it. She was desperate to save her family and her company. And Kane was looking at her with those puppy dog eyes. So they are walking, and Kane stops her. He looks right into her eyes, and he makes this huge emotional vow. He promises to protect her for the rest of her life. He says he will always be there to keep her safe. It was actually kind of sweet. I almost bought it. Maybe I'm a sucker for nostalgia, but for a second, I remembered the old Kane and Lily. The classic couple. He really seemed sincere. But then, bam, just a massive gunshot. No dramatic music warning us. No slow motion before it happened. Just boom. Dead. Over. A bullet rips right through Kane's chest. Right through his heart. And the way they filmed it was just brutal. He was standing there looking at her, and then the bullet just hit him. He collapsed. Lily's face was just pure terror. She dropped to the ground with him. She was screaming. And the blood, it was just so much blood. So much blood everywhere. She's holding his body, crying, screaming for help. And you can just see the life leaving his eyes. His body going cold. It was horrific. The fans on social media are already losing their minds over this scene because it was so graphic and so sudden. And honestly, when you think about how Victor just totally ignored Sharon's trauma and moved her abuser right onto the property just so he could have a spy to use against Kane, it really makes you think that Victor brought this entirely on himself. And he deserves whatever legal nightmare is coming his way. Because guess who the shooter was? Matt Clark. Yes. Matt Clark, the guy who supposedly had amnesia, the guy who didn't remember his own name, or the horrible things he did to Sharon and Nick. We all knew it. I knew it. You guys knew it. Nobody actually believed that amnesia storyline, but Victor Newman did. Victor, the great and powerful mustache, actually thought he could control Matt Clark. He moved him onto the Newman ranch to spy on Kane. So Matt wasn't just faking. He was plotting. He was waiting for the perfect moment. And he pulled the trigger. But why Kane? Why not Victor or Nick? Because Matt is a genius. An evil, twisted genius. He killed Kane to frame Victor for the murder. Think about it. Victor ordered Matt to spy on Kane. Victor had a motive to take Kane down because of the Chancellor Winters drama. So when the police find Kane dead, who are they going to look at? Victor. Matt is setting Victor up to take the fall for a brutal murder in broad daylight. Victor Newman just got played. He got played so hard. But there's another reason. Matt wanted to punish the Winters family. Why? Because they dared to ally themselves with the Newmans in the past. Matt hates the Newmans with a burning passion. And anyone who does business with them, anyone who gets in bed with them corporately, is a target. Matt is burning the whole town down. He is using the Winters family as collateral damage in his war against Victor. And now Kane is gone. Like, really gone. I know he faked his death years ago on the church steps. Remember that? When it turned out to be his evil twin, Caleb or whatever? Yeah, that was wild. But this isn't that. This feels so final. Daniel Goddard has been on the show for so long, and this is such a brutal exit for the character. The twins, Charlie and Maddie, are fatherless now. Lily is a widow again. So what happens now? There is a massive power vacuum at Chancellor Winters. With Kane dead, the whole leadership structure is in chaos. He literally just blackmailed his way into power, and now he's dead in the dirt. Devin and Nate are going to lose their minds when they hear this. The company is completely vulnerable. And Lily, oh my god, Lily. She went from planning a reunion wedding to holding her dead husband in the park in the span of 5 minutes. The trauma she's going to have from this is unimaginable. But you know what? I think this is going to change her. She isn't going to be the sweet Lily anymore. She's going to be thrust into a survival ward. She is going to have to become a ruthless, wartime CEO to protect her company from the vultures who are going to swoop in now that Kane is dead. I just keep thinking about that image of her in the park. The blood on her hands. The screaming. The writers really went there today. They really did. And Matt Clark is still out there. He dropped the Amnesia Act and now he is a loaded gun walking around Genoa City. Who is he going to target next? Is Victor going to get arrested? Is Sharon safe? What were they thinking moving him to the ranch? Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. This storyline is just exploding in every direction. I am exhausted just talking about it, but I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. Let's talk a little more about Victor's arrogance here. Victor always thinks he is the smartest guy in the room. He always thinks he can tame the monster. He did it with Adam, he tried to do it with Ashlyn Locke, and now he tried to do it with Matt Clark. But Matt Clark isn't a businessman who can be bought. He is a psychopath. He is a predator. And Victor handed him the keys to the kingdom. He put him on the ranch. He gave him access. He gave him a mission. And Matt took that mission and twisted it to destroy Victor. It's almost poetic justice if it wasn't so tragic for Lily and Kane. Victor is going to have to answer to the police. How is he going to explain that his personal spy murdered his corporate rival? The GCPD is going to have a field day with this. And what about Chancellor Winters? This company has been through so much. They just survived the whole IPO disaster, the family infighting, Nate's betrayal, and now this. Kane was holding the cards because of Malcolm's bone marrow. Now that Kane is dead, does that mean the blackmail is over? Or did Kane leave some kind of legal trap behind? Lily is going to have to navigate a corporate minefield while she is planning a funeral. It's just too much for one person. But if anyone can do it, it's Lily. She has survived prison. She has survived cancer. She will survive this. But she's going to be hardened. We are going to see a very dark, very ruthless Lily Winters moving forward. And Matt Clark? Oh boy. The fact that he was faking the amnesia this whole time. Every single conversation he had with Nick, with Sharon, with Victor. He was laughing at them on the inside. He was playing them all for absolute fools. When Nick was trying to help him, remember? Matt was probably struggling not to burst out laughing. It makes him so much more terrifying. Because he isn't just violent, he is patient. He waited for the exact right moment to strike. And he chose Chancellor Park, a public place. He wanted it to be seen. He wanted the message to be loud and clear. And let's not forget how this is going to impact Sharon. Oh my God, Sharon. She has been living in absolute terror because Matt was at the ranch. She was paralyzed with fear. And now she finds out that he was faking the amnesia the entire time. Every single fear she had was completely justified. Victor gaslit her. Everyone told her to calm down, but she was right. Matt is a stone-cold killer. When Sharon hears that Matt just gunned down Kane in cold blood in the middle of the park, she is going to absolutely lose it. She is going to realize that Matt could have easily done that to her, or to Noah. Speaking of Noah, he just opened the shadow room. He is trying to build a life. And now this monster is on the loose, fully aware of everything, and leaving dead bodies in the park. And I just have to rant about the GCPD for a second. Where were they? Chancellor Park is literally in the middle of the city. How does a guy like Matt Clark, who is supposed to be under Victor's watch, just stroll into the park with a gun, shoot a high-profile CEO, and just walk away? It's ridiculous. The police in this town are completely useless. Chance is going to have to step up big time here. They need to lock down the city. Because if Matt is willing to kill Kane just to send a message to Victor and punish the Winters family, who is next? Is he going to go after Abby? Is he going to go after Victoria? Nobody is safe right now. Nobody. Let's talk about the Winters family for a second. Devin is going to be devastated, obviously. But he is also going to be furious. Devin never fully trusted Kane, especially after the whole bone marrow blackmail thing. But Kane is still the father of his niece and nephew. Devin is going to want blood. He is going to want Victor's head on a platter for bringing Matt Clark into their orbit. The war between Chancellor Winters and Newman Enterprises is going to go nuclear. We are talking scorched earth. Lily and Devin are going to team up, and they're not going to stop until Victor pays for his negligence. Honestly, I've been covering this show for a long time, and I haven't seen a twist this dark in years. The writers are really pushing the envelope. Sometimes they drag stories out for months with nothing happening, and then today, they just blow the whole thing up. Literally. I mean, Kane is dead. It's still sinking in. Kane Ashby is dead. Okay, I'm just rambling now, but my brain is fried. I need to go process this. You guys let me know your theories in the comments. Who is Matt going to target next? Will Victor actually go to jail? Will Lily become the new corporate queen of GC? Let's talk.